Lots of Etsy beginners think that more products mean more chances of sales. And while that is correct to a certain degree, you don't want to just like create products and make your shop look like your craft cupboard sneezed. Basically, you don't need like 47 random products, a wallet here, a piece of jewelry there. What you need is a simple starter range that helps your buyers understand what your shop is actually about. Less for you guys to make sales in your first 6 months, but more so that you can gather data, whether that's browser data, buyer data, all these different data points and numbers that are going to help you to look at what your next set of products should be and what direction your whole brand and business should go in. So today we are building a product range that feels clear, focused, and easier to buy from. Point number one, you need a starter range, not a perfect range, okay? If you are new to Etsy, you might be wondering how many products should I start with, whether everything should match, or what happens if you pick the wrong thing. You don't need a loaded product range, you need a clear starter range. Having a perfect product range makes you overthink. A starter product range helps buyers understand what your shop is all about. I want you to start thinking about your first set of products as products that complement each other and work together nicely. Which leads me nicely onto point number two, which is stop thinking in terms of singular product. Buyers judge your whole shop, to be honest with you, not just one listing. So products do need a shared thread, a shared theme, especially as a beginner. So this means just because you can make digital products like art prints and things like that doesn't mean you should be starting off in your jewelry shop listing them. It means you need a clear product focus and a clear focused range to start with. So stop asking what product should I list next and instead start asking what group of products makes sense together. A baby blanket, a gothic bookmark, a dog bandana and a resin coaster might all be lovely and things that you can make, but altogether they do make your shop look incredibly unclear. And just a caveat here, the products in your starter range, they don't actually need to be identical. They just need to feel like they belong in the same product family. Point number three, choose one pivotal product. This is one organizing idea that stops your whole shop just becoming chaos. You can organize your range around one buyer, one occasion, one product type, or one use, or one theme. Basically, it's the rule of one. So if your whole shop is around gifts for dog mums, make all of your products centered towards that one person. You don't then want to be adding like earrings for brides, mugs for dads, wall art for babies, etc., because that is just going to pull you and your buyers in multiple different directions. And also, when is the last time that you went into a shop that sold a gazillion different things, apart from like, you know, your average Joe, The Range, or B&M Home Bargains, or places like that? But when is the last time you walked into Lush and bought a new mop? Or you walked into Lush and you came out with a new pair of shoes, right? You go to that shop, you go to, let's say, Lush, because you know that they specialize in handmade organic skin products. You don't go there because you need a new Hoover. Point number four is to build variations, not random new products. A strong starter range doesn't have to be, like I've said before, individual products. It could be one core product with multiple different variations of that product. Beginners often think that every new listing needs to be completely different, but it doesn't. If you make personalized baby blankets, your range could be a name blanket, birth flower blanket, first Christmas blanket, rainbow baby blanket, and matching comforter. Same buyer world, same gifting moment, same shop purpose, but you literally have your core product first here and then variations of that core product. Point number five is to make sure the range answers buyer questions. A good range helps buyers make decisions and feel more confident. If somebody wants a bridesmaid's gift, right, and sees one bridesmaid's bracelet mixed with Halloween prints, baby blankets, etc., they might wonder if you really understand weddings or their needs or what occasion they want to buy it for. However, if they go into your shop and see a bridesmaid's bracelet, maid of honor bracelet, mother of the bride bracelet, etc., they feel much safer buying from you. Your range basically should answer what you are good at as the brand, who it's for, what choices the buyer has, and whether it feels clear. Point number 6, start smarter than you think. More listings only help if they are good listings. There is no magic number. However, if I was you as a beginner, I would start off with 10 strong listings, then my next milestone would be 50, and then my next milestone would be 100. Now, I'm not saying you have to do all that in 6 months. That could take you 2 years to get to the 100 listing mark. What I'd much rather you do, though, is have 100 strong listings than 1,000 ones that are just very meh. Good listings need clear photos, searchable titles, useful descriptions, strong keywords, sensible pricing, and a buyer who understands what they are looking at. If you've been with me for a while, you will know that point number 7, expand by listening, not guessing, is something I've been harping on about for years. You do not want to make any decisions in your business based off of a purely emotional state. You want to make it off of data. Use buyer behavior and Etsy stats to decide what to make next. Do not just guess it. Here are some stats that you need to watch: views, favorites, clicks, basket ads, questions, and sales. If a teacher mug is getting attention, add a teacher coaster or a gift box. If a baby blanket gets favorites but no sales, check the price, photos, delivery, or description. Follow the data like breadcrumbs leading you to more sales. Point number 8, keep the shop easy to understand. Use the 1-sentence shop test to check whether the range is clear. If a buyer lands in your shop, could they describe your brand and what you sell in 1 sentence? Something like, this shop sells personalized gifts for new babies, or this shop sells wedding party jewelry. If it's mugs, prints, earrings, whatever, you just need to get yourself a clear vibe and tighten it. So you need to have a sentence that says, this shop sells blank for blank. And that should be the thing that your target audience, when they land on your shop, can instantly answer. If you have already got your products listed, but you're not sure whether buyers are actually understanding them, you have no idea why people are not buying your listings, you need to grab this free guide. It's literally called Why Your Etsy Listings Aren't Selling Yet and What to Do About It. It helps you spot where and why listings might be confusing buyers and not making sales. It's a thing that every Etsy beginner truly does need. It is 72 pages. It's very visual. It's not like 72 pages of homework reading. As you can see, it's got drawings and things in as well. So if you go to the link underneath this video, podcast, wherever you are consuming it, you can go and grab that. And the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go and watch the video that's titled Starting Etsy Without a Perfect Niche. Because this is not about shoving you into a tiny box, because we don't want you to make random products. We want you to have a product range. And if you're struggling to understand what your niche should be, go and watch that video next.